It's time again for the Science Bowl.
Zoo parade for 5. What big teeth the hippo has are actually a pair of these. Science potpourri for 10. Would a snake most likely eat every day? Every week, Dateline Science for 10. Why are some elephants wearing necklaces these days? Green things for 15.
And now, here's your host, Mr. Z himself, Dave Zarin.
Thank you and welcome to the Science Bowl. Nice to have you here today for this science quiz program. We have some wonderful students here today and we invite you to play along and see how many of these questions you can answer at home. 2 great elementary schools. Let's meet them right now. First from Glassmanor Elementary, would you say hello to Jefferson? Jefferson, wave to everybody at home. Our captain is Destin. Hey, Destin, nice to have you with us today. And Jason is here rounding out the threesome. Oh, and they're matching sweaters over there, and let's go over to they'll be playing against Mother Jones Elementary School. Let's say hello to Eileen from Mother Jones. Hi, Eileen. Their captain is Nala. She's been dancing to the Science Bowl music already. She's having a good time. And Vanessa is here. Vanessa, nice to have you on the program as well. Here on the Science Bowl, we arrange our game according to categories, and we have 6 categories of questions. Let's share those categories with you right now.
Okay, Mr. Z, here's today's categories. Green things, questions about plants and all things green and growing. Zoo parade, a Noah's Ark of questions about animals. Body systems, we'll see how much you know about yourself, about things like breathing and growing and digesting your food. Let's get physical, questions that test your knowledge of physics and chemistry, earth science and space science. Then there's science potpourri. Here's a grab bag of science questions, everything from air pollution to the kitchen sink. And finally, Dateline Science. We'll ask you about science history and science in the news.
And here on the Science Bowl, we arrange our game board according to question difficulty. Easier questions worth 5 and 10 points, tougher ones worth 15, 20, and ultimately 25, the toughest of them all. Both of our teams start out at 50 points apiece. They get those points just for showing up and being as smart as they are and as good looking as they are. No penalties for incorrect answers. At the end of the 2 rounds, one of these 2 schools will come back to play again, perhaps advancing to the semifinals in this, our 37th year of competition on the Science Bowl. Before we start, let's check the equipment. Let's make sure everything works. Destin, would you try your buzzer for us? Looks and sounds good. Good luck to you, Jefferson, and to Jason. And Nala, would you try the green teams? It also looks and sounds good. Good luck to you and to Eileen and to Vanessa. Are we ready to do this? Yes. Yeah? All right, let's have some fun today. Everybody wins just by being here. We go alphabetically G before M, so Glassmanor and Destin. Let's play the game. Go.
Zoo parade for 15.
Zoo parade for 15 to start our game. There is a cartoon series called Splatoon. The characters on the Splatoon cartoon series shoot this liquid, the same one that octopus and squid use to hide from their predators. Mother Jones.
Ink.
Ink, you got it, absolutely right. Nice way to start the game. You got yourself those 15 points. Nala, go.
Okay. Body systems for 15.
Body systems for 15 points. The phrase, tug at the heartstrings, describes how we react to sad stories. In reality, heartstrings are tendons that help with the opening and closing of these V-initialed flaps between your heart's chambers. Must begin with the letter V. Come on, Glassmanor.
Ventricles.
Good try. Not ventricles. These V-initialed flaps are, yes.
Veins.
Valves. Valves. And ventricles was a good try because a ventricle is one of the 4 chambers of the heart. Nice try, gentlemen. Nala, advantage is still yours. Go.
Body systems for 20.
Body for 20. How many of you know what frostbite is? You know, if you stay out too long, whoa, not good. The places on your body that most likely to suffer from frostbite are your hands and your feet. Those are called your extremities. Other places where frostbite is common are 3 areas on your head. Name 2. Name 2 areas on your head very susceptible to frostbite. Your ears, your nose, and your lips. 3 places that you should protect when you're outside in the cold because they can get frostbitten. Try again, please. Green.
Body systems for 10.
Body for 10. All right. You know, sometimes we injure ourselves and we don't mean to. You can poke your eye. You can stub your toe. You can grind your teeth. And some of you are athletes. You can pull a what? Destin.
Ankle.
Not quite. You can't pull an ankle. If you're an athlete, even if you're not an athlete, you can pull a what? What body part?
Leg. I'll pass it to Aileen.
Eileen.
A leg.
A muscle. You pull a muscle. A lot of times if you're watching football, you know, they'll pull a muscle, they'll have a hamstring injury, that sort of thing. Try again. Okay, we're kind of stuck here. No points yet for Glassmanor. Come on, Mother Jones, let's get some more on the board.
Green things for 10.
Green things for 10 points. Even though this N-initialed gas makes up 80% of the atmosphere, plants cannot get it from the air.
Nitrogen.
Glassmanor.
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen, you got it. All right, Destin, you're on the board. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good. Go. We'll turn that light out for the red team, and then we'll have Destin pick the next question.
Green things 15.
Green things for 15 points. How many of you have ever had any of those meats that are made from plants? You know, yeah, I'm like you. But plant-based meats like vegan chicken nuggets and Beyond Meat patties, they use soy protein in them, wheat protein, and protein from these vegetables that come in pods. What vegetables come in pods? And they use the protein from them to make these meatless, plant-based meats. Yes?
Green beans.
Not green beans. No, not green beans. Glassmanor, come on. Come on, gentlemen.
Peas.
Peas, yeah. 2 peas in a pod, like 2 peas in a pod. Pea protein, yeah. That's it. Good. Go again. Red.
Green things 20.
Green things for 20 points. There it is. I have a picture for you. Look at the picture in the studio. Long before you were born, during World War II, there was a man who made cars called Henry Ford. We still have Ford cars. And he asked chemists back then to come up with an alternative to the latex sap, which you see being drained from a plant here, from this plant, which was essential for making tires. What plant do you need to make tires? Think about the tires on the car in your family. Glassmanor.
Maple tree.
Not maple tree. Good try. Mother Jones.
Palm tree.
No, I saw Eileen say rubber tree, and she was correct. That is a rubber tree there, the latex that comes from there. All right, because during World War II, we were fighting the Japanese, and the Japanese had control of all the areas where there were rubber trees. So we needed something artificial to come up with. Okay, the buzzer says we've come to the end of the first round. Glassmanor 75, Mother Jones 65. Round 2, straight ahead. Don't go away. And welcome back to Science Bowl. Before we ask any more science questions, a few personal ones. Let's find out about these 6 outstanding young people here from Glassmanor and Mother Jones. Let's go to Glassmanor. And Destin, tell us a little bit about your school. It's down in the southern part of the county there. Who's your principal?
Our proud principal is Miss Brown.
Miss Brown. She's proud of you guys for sure. I know that. And the sponsor of your team?
Miss Rabara.
Miss Rabara, and Miss Rabara has been with Science Bowl for many, many years. Rowena, thank you for all the support. And you guys got a chance to play this year because we had a school drop out. And Miss Rabara, she likes Science Bowl so much, she called me right away. She said, can we get in? So you guys are here because of her. She's just a wonderful person. Any alternates on your team, Destin?
Yes.
Can you give me their first names?
Emily and Aaliyah.
Wonderful. And we'll bring them out in just a few moments because they deserve some FaceTime. They're an important part.
They're not here.
I'm sorry?
They're not here today.
Oh, they're not here. Well, when they see the show, at least they can say their names were mentioned. Thank you, Destin. What do you like about your school? What's one of the things that you think everybody should know about Glassmanor?
We have PBIS activities once a month.
And PBIS is for positive behavior, isn't that right? Yes. And what do you get if you get positive behavior points?
Like we can do like different activities. Like we can go to dances, like a Valentine's dance, and we also have cheerleading practice, after school program, and science bowl.
Thank you for mentioning Science Bowl. Sounds like it's a good place to be in school. I have been down there on a Green Eggs and Ham Day, Read Across America Day, when the principal was making green eggs and ham. It's a wonderful school. Tell me what you want to do someday, Destin. I know you're a football player. You play all kinds of sports, but what do you hope to do someday as a career?
Be a pilot.
A pilot. Wow. All right. I can see you've got the discipline. You've got the manner of a good pilot there. Jason, nice to have you with us today. Are you having a good time so far?
Yes.
Yeah. This is kind of intimidating. You're a third grader, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I
So
am.
you got a lot of school ahead of you, and sometimes I like to ask, often ask, what you would like to be when you grow up. And have you even thought about that yet?
Yes, I have.
Well, tell us what you're thinking.
What I want to be when I grow up is a sports player.
Wonderful, wonderful. And you're a soccer player, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, keep that up. Keep that up. And another soccer player, Jefferson, yeah? Would you like to play soccer professionally someday?
Yes, but what I want to be when I grow up, I want to be an engineer.
An engineer. You were telling me that earlier, too. And I said, I bet you're a good math student. Are you?
Yes.
You're a good, all three of you are good all-around students, and that is showing here today. Good luck in the second half. You got 75 points right now. Mother Jones, you got 65 points. You're right behind them there. Nala, tell us who the principal of Mother Jones is.
Our principal is Miss Quinones.
Absolutely, and she's a big supporter of Science Bowl. I know she oftentimes comes to the shows here. And you have two coaches, don't you?
Yep.
Who are they?
Mr. Kamen and Miss Gretchen.
And they are both here, and I know they have worked hard to get you ready for today. And all of you are wearing matching shirts and sweatshirts there, and that I'm sure that was the result of some good parents and some good teachers making sure you were very presentable, which you are. You all look good here today. Something about your school that you really like, Nala?
So at our school, we have the option to learn instruments, and we're able to go to other programs. If we're good at something like the Science Bowl, we have math programs and reading programs, and we're also able to learn a lot of instruments.
And all three of you play instruments, don't you? Nala, what do you play?
I played the viola.
Viola. And Eileen, you play?
French horn.
French horn. And Vanessa?
Violin.
Violin, yes. Did you bring your instruments with you today? I bet you could have really given us some nice entertainment here during the halftime. Did you have any alternates on your team, Nala?
Yes, we have 3 alternates.
Could you give me their first names?
We have Joshua, Sebastian, and Aleda.
And I know they were dressed similarly. They look good, too. We'll bring them out for some FaceTime at the end here. And someday, Nala, you're going to be?
I want to be a runner and a tutor.
Wow, you're going to be successful. You've got a good spirit about you. You're very competitive. Vanessa, nice to have you with us today. Would you like to be a professional musician, Vanessa?
No.
No. What are you thinking?
A veterinarian.
A veterinarian, yeah. And you said you have dogs at home? What are their names?
A Fluffy, one of them.
Oh, just one dog. What's the dog's name?
Fluffy.
And what kind of dog is it?
A Yorkie.
Very nice, very nice. Hopefully he'll recognize you when he sees you on the television. Maybe not. Eileen, nice to have you with us today. You told me you want to be a physicist or a scientist, yeah? How'd you get interested in that?
I really got into science since I was in kindergarten because I thought that I could do many cool experiments and that I could see how science actually really works.
And that's the mark of a true scientist, how it really works, because nothing's guaranteed. Like we went through COVID, and that was a big experiment. Nobody knew what caused it, how to treat it, what we had to do. So it was learning by trial and error. That's what science is. Good luck to you, Eileen. All right, let's get back into the game. 75-65 advantage Glassmanor. Red team, let's go. Destin.
Zoo Parade 20.
Zoo Parade for 20 points. Is that what you wanted? Okay. Jefferson, did you have an issue?
I thought he said green things for 20.
Did you say green or zoo?
Zoo.
Zoo. Zoo for 20. Well, Noah's Ark reportedly had 2 of every animal on board. You know the Noah's Ark story. what two aquatic mammals would have had no need to be protected from the giant flood? They didn't have to get on the ark. Give me two. Come on, Glassmanor.
Dolphin and shark.
Ooh, very close. Very close. No, not going to give it to you. Mother Jones, two mammals that didn't have to be on the ark. Aquatic mammals.
I'll pass it to Aileen.
Is it a whale and a dolphin?
A whale and a dolphin, absolutely right. Or a manatee. A shark is not a mammal. That's why we couldn't give that to you, Destin. That was a good try. All right, Mother Jones, you're in the lead now. Go green. Thank you, Eileen. Go ahead.
Green things for 5.
Green things for 5 points. Do any of you play tennis? Yeah, yeah. You know, in America, we play tennis usually on asphalt. In France, for the French Open, they play on clay. But at Wimbledon in England, they play on this green thing. Mother Jones.
Turf.
Say it again.
Turf.
Turf, yes, or grass. They play on the grass. Absolutely right. Good answer. Go green.
Body systems for 25.
Body system for 25, the big one in that category. Sometimes on New Year's Day, you've seen these people. They're called polar bear swimmers. They run into the water on New Year's Day. It's freezing cold. They run in and then they run out. It's usually to raise money. Well, when they jump into that cold water, they're endangering their health because immediately their heart starts beating faster. Their breathing rate rises, and this goes up too. This, which is measured by an instrument called a sphygmomanometer that you wrap around your arm. They're measuring what? Mother Jones.
I'll pass it to Aileen.
Eileen.
Temperature?
Not temperature. Good try. Come on, Glassmanor.
Blood pressure.
You got that right. The blood pressure, sphygmomanometer. Jason's over. Yeah. That's the way to do it. Good playing. Go. Red. 100 to 90. Close game.
Zoo parade 25.
Zoo parade 25, big one in that category. This is interesting. You know, if you're a zebra, life is tough. You're out there, you're always looking over your shoulder because there's something that wants to eat you, like a lion or a leopard. Well, scientists have found that even though they're always being watched, zebras never get anxiety. They don't feel stress. And they do not develop these U-initialed lesions in their stomach that we humans do oftentimes when we're stressed. What are those U-initialed lesions called on the stomach that can be influenced by stress? These are called ulcers. Ulcers. We don't talk about them so much anymore because we've discovered they're actually more a bacterial infection. Try again, please. Red.
Science potpourri for 15.
Potpourri for 15 points. Here it is. Someone who's suffering from amnesia can't remember their own name, while someone with insomnia can't do this. Destin.
Walk.
Not walk. Good try. Someone with insomnia can't do what, Nala?
I'll pass it to Aileen.
Eileen.
Sleep.
Sleep, yeah, sleep. There are all kinds of ads on TV about the pills and things you can take to make you go to sleep. It's not good to depend on those, but yeah, insomniacs. Nice answer there, Eileen. Go green. 5-point lead.
Science potpourri for 10.
Science potpourri for 10 points. A new bestseller has a title that makes it sound like the book is about astronomy, but it's not. The name of the book is The Sun is Also One of These. Nala.
Star.
A star, absolutely right. The sun is also a star, absolutely right. Good answer. Go green.
Science potpourri for 5.
Potpourri for 5 points. This is funny. I didn't even believe it myself. Scientists have discovered 3 genes that can cause a rare condition where your hair looks like the fuzz on a dandelion. The hair shafts are so grooved and the hair is so spiky that it is impossible to do this to your hair. Nala.
Brush.
What's that?
Brush.
Brush it or comb it. Yes, it's called uncombable hair syndrome. Absolutely right. None of us wants that. Go green.
Dateline science for 5.
Dateline for 5 points. I know you're going to know this one. Come on, guys. Get on your buzzer. Destin, listen to those guys. They're talking to you all the time. They're giving you good advice. Dateline for 5. The first insects we think ever to have ears were katydids. They developed them during this geologic period, one associated with dinosaurs that we know from many movies. Destin.
Jurassic.
You got it, absolutely. Jurassic Park. All those Jurassic Park movies, yes indeed. Good answer. We'll turn out the red light and we'll let Destin ask the next question. All right, you're closing in there. Come on, guys. Destin, you pick it.
Dateline science.
Oh, hold on. Turn the light out. Turn the red. Okay, I'm sorry, sir.
Dateline science for 25.
Dateline for 25. He's going for broke here. All right. There was an eruption of an underwater volcano in the Pacific Ocean not too long ago. It created tsunamis. It created a sonic boom. And it even affected this field that surrounds the Earth. What field surrounds the Earth for 25 points, Nala?
I'll pass it to Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Ring of fire?
Again?
The Ring of Fire?
No, that's a good try. Not the Ring of Fire. What field surrounds the Earth? It was affected by this underwater volcano's eruption. Destin?
Magnetic field.
It is the magnetic field. Exactly right. That's what we wanted to hear. All right. Glassmanor, you go into the lead by 10 points. Now, Destin, go again.
Let's get physical for 20.
Let's get physical for 20 points. All right, let's do that. Fluorescent light bulbs glow. This is a multiple choice question. Fluorescent light bulbs glow because the electrons in their atoms are excited by incoming light particles. Which of the following words describes light particles? Photons, protons, or hadrons? Mother Jones.
Photons.
Photons, absolutely. Thank you, Vanessa. Good assist on that. Go green.
Body systems for 5.
Body system for 5 points. If you've seen the movie A Christmas Story, Flick, the character, is triple dog dared to touch this body part to a cold pole to see if it'll actually stick to it.
Tongue.
Glassmanor.
Tongue.
Yeah, and he did it. He stuck his tongue there. They left him there. Poor kid. All right, go. You're 5 points behind. Destin.
Zuperate for 10.
Zuperate for 10 points in the lead. A comic strip recently showed the wife of an entomologist complaining that her husband was bringing his work home because there was a spider on his back. That didn't make any sense. Because what's a spider? Destin.
A tattoo.
No, it wasn't a tattoo. No. Good try. Mother Jones, this entomologist, the wife of the entomologist, was complaining, my husband's always bringing his work home because he had a spider on his back. What's a spider?
I'll pass it to Aileen.
Insect?
Well, the thing is, a spider is not an insect. And an entomologist is an insect specialist. So she didn't even know what her husband was doing. No points, go again, red. Red, yes?
Okay.
Dateline
science for 15.
Dateline for 15 points. Here's your question. Wow, this is a lot of money. Bidders recently paid over $800,000 for a letter written by Charles Darwin, who told his critics that evolution should be accepted. It's real. Just as this force was the one discovered by Isaac Newton. Mother Jones.
I'll pass it to Aileen.
Gravity force?
Gravity is correct. Yes, indeed, for 15 points. Go green.
Science potpourri for 20.
Potpourri for 20 points. If you follow hockey, the Seattle Krakens, that's the hockey league team, is named for the Kraken, a sea monster. Their logo is an S to resemble the sea monster. The S has a red eye and a curve that looks like one of these T-initialed arms typically found, Destin.
Tentacles.
You got it. Tentacles is right for 20 points. Go Glassmanor. We have a tie score, 155 all. Go Destin.
Let's get physical for 15.
Physical for 15 points. Here's your question. Very soon, America is going to send men and women back to the moon on the Artemis mission. When those astronauts are aboard that spacecraft, they will know that they have reached this when their Snoopy dog toy begins to float. It'll start to float because they have reached what? Destin.
Space.
Ooh, more specifically.
Atmosphere.
Not atmosphere. Good try. Mother Jones, I will let you answer this. Again, if you get this, you will win the game because we have a tie score. The astronauts aboard the Artemis moon mission will know that they have reached this when their Snoopy dog toy begins to float.
Mars?
Weightlessness, or 0G. They'll know that they'll finally reach the point where they are weightless. All right, we go into sudden death. The next correct answer will be the winner of the game. And Destin, because we have a 155 tie, you get to choose. You gave us the last correct answer.
Zuperate for 5.
Zuperate for 5 points. This may decide the game. It will decide the game if you get it correct. Listen carefully. Many school classrooms have a see-through glass farm that lets kids watch the behavior of these industrious insects that love picnic baskets. Mother Jones.
I'll pass it to Aileen. No. Ants?
Ants is right. It is ants, absolutely. With those 5 points, that means, Mother Jones, you are winners of today's game. We'll double check that score. Be back with you in just a moment. Don't go away. And welcome back. What a great game that was. Did you see it? The score is going back and forth and back and forth. Indicative of what great players these young people are. And not only are they smart, they're great sports. And they have great manners here. We're proud of each and every one of them. Our final tally today is Glassmanor 155. And thanks to an ant, Mother Jones 160. You are our winners today. Let's have a nice round of applause for everybody. For everybody, please. Nala, would you introduce who you brought with you today? Looks like half the school is here.
Yeah. So first, our alternates, we have Joshua,
Wave to us.
Sebastian, and Aleda.
Thank you guys for being here. You're the shadow team. And tell us who the adults are.
We have our vice principal, Mr. Ibarra. And we have our science bowl coaches, which is Mr. Kamen and Miss Gretchen.
Absolutely. Now, they did a really nice job on that. Thank you, coaches, too. And Destin, tell us about the wonderful woman behind you there.
She represented many schools like Hillcrest Heights, and she helped us study, and
she's the reason you're here today. Absolutely, because as I was saying earlier, there was a spot open and you did so well at Hillcrest Heights. Rowena, thank you for bringing a team. We loved having Glassmanor here. Please come back again. And you, please come back again. Another edition of the Science Bowl. Until then, I'm Dave Zarin. Thanks for being with us. Bye-bye, everybody.